Hello friends. In previous video, we have discussed the solutions for part 1 General Knowledge of paper conducted by UPHESC on 28 November 2021 in shift second. Now in this video, we will discuss the solution and explanation of part second that is related to the physics subject, and in this part they have asked 70 questions without any negative marking. This paper is of series A. You may if you are having any other series B, C or D, you may locate the question and the answer respectively. So in this video we will discuss the question number 31 to 65. Please like, share, comment and subscribe the YouTube channel for further upcoming videos and notifications, and press the bell icon. So let's begin with question number 31. In question number 31, the vector potential in a region is given as vector A function of xyz is equals to minus y unit vector I plus 2x unit vector j. The associated magnetic field B is. So we can solve such type of problem using the formula magnetic field induction B is equals to the curl of vector potential A, that is del cross A. This del cross A can be expressed in form of determinant in which first row consists unit vectors as elements, I vector, j unit vector, k unit vector, while the second row consists the component of del operator in x, y and z directions. Third row consists the component of vector potential in x, y and z direction. In given question, vector A potential does not have any component in k or z direction, with k unit vector or z direction. So we will put in third row 0 here along with z direction. So if we expand this determinant and find the value, we will get the answer for magnetic induction. So let's expand this determinant along with first row. So this is the expansion of determinant, and when we simplify this, you will get the answer equals to 3 unit vector k. So the correct option for this question is option B. Magnetic field induction is equals to 3k unit vector. Now the next question is related to FET. Now FET is field effect transistor and it is a voltage control device. So correct option is C. It is a direct concept based question. So FET is voltage control device. Now the next question is related to the average energy of Planck oscillator of frequency nu at an absolute temperature T. So average energy for Planck's oscillator is given by the formula E average is equals to h nu divided by exponential h nu divided by kt minus 1. So it is also a direct formula based question. So the correct option is C. In next question, question number 34, they have asked about the Fermi label for extrinsic semiconductor and its dependency on factors, different factors. So Fermi level for extrinsic semiconductor depends on donor and elements, impurity concentrations, temperature. So the correct option is all of the ever. That is option D. In question number 35, they have asked about the criteria for any transformation to be canonical. What is the criteria? So it is also a direct question, and the correct answer for this one is QP is equals to 1. That is option C. This is the criteria for any transformation to be canonical. In question number 36, a particle is constrained to move on the circumference of a circle. The number of degree of freedom of a particle is 1, 2, 3 or 4. So we can solve this such problems like that. It is given that motion of particle is constrained on the circumference of the circle. One variable will be constant throughout the motion. So let's draw a circle with radius r with center O. So particle is moving on the circumference. So throughout the journey, the r will be the fixed quantity. Now what is changing here to describe the motion? As particle is moving only on the circumference, suppose particle moves from A point to B point. What is constant? R is constant throughout journey from A to B. But what is changing? Theta is changing continuously. So theta is the variable to describe the motion of particle in such cases. Only theta. So degree of freedom will be only 1. So correct option for this question is option A, that is 1. Okay. So next question related to orthogonality of Hermit polynomial. So criteria for such polynomial for orthogonality is given by this expression. Integration from minus infinity to infinity exponential power minus x square Hermit polynomial of order n function of x, Hermit polynomial of order m function of x dx is equals to, in the right hand side, 2 to the power n factorial n square root of pi along with the canonical delta mn. Now, what is the value of canonical delta here? It depends on the m and n and their correlation. Suppose you are having the value of m is not equal to the n, then you will have the value of canonical delta equals to 0. While if you are having the value of m equals to n, you will have the value of canonical delta equals to 1. So simplified expression is integration minus infinity to infinity exponential power minus x square hnx square dx equals to 2 to the power n factorial n square root pi. So if we compare this expression with the given problem, you will have the value of n, that is n equals to 2. N equals to 2. So for n equals to 2, you will have in right hand side 2 to the power 2 multiplying by factorial 2 multiplying by square root of pi. So factorial 2 is equals to 2 if you are expanding this, and 2 to the power provides you the value 4. So 4 multiplying by 2 gives you 8, means in right hand side you will get 8 square root of pi. So correct option for this question is 8 square root of pi, option D. This Hermit polynomial is very interesting, and it is highly used in quantum mechanics. So next question is question number 38. They have asked about the cyclic coordinate. Means if you are having any cyclic coordinate phi, then what will be the condition for this cyclic coordinate? So it is also the direct question, and it is based on Lagrangian. So if you differentiate the Lagrangian with respect to the coordinate, and if you are getting the value equals to 0, then the coordinate is said to be cyclic coordinate. So correct option for this one is option B. Okay. Now next question is question number 39, in which they have provided a reversible engine, Carnot engine, is operated between temperature T1 and T2, while T2 is greater than T1, with a photon gas as a working substance. The efficiency of the engine will be. The formula for the thermal efficiency of Carnot engine is asked. Now, what is the key point here? They have provided temperature T1 and T2, but conventionally in your textbook, the T1 is temperature of what? Source, and we consider T2 as a temperature of sink, but here reverse is given. You can see here T2 is greater than T1, means T2 is the temperature of source and T1 is the temperature of sink. So if you are remembering the conventional formula, it is 1 minus T2 by T1, but actually it is the efficiency of Carnot engine, reversible Carnot engine, is equals to 1 minus temperature of sink divided by temperature of source. Now here reverse situation is given, so formula will be 1 minus T1 upon T2. So the correct option for this question is option A, 1 minus T1 upon T2. It is the thermal efficiency for any Carnot engine. Okay. In next question, question number 40, they have asked about the canonical ensemble. So what are the quantity which having the same value? So three type of ensembles you have, in which canonical ensembles, the system can exchange only energy, not matter. Why it is exchanging energy? Because the walls of the system are rigid, but they are conductive as well. Okay, so if any system exchanging energy, the temperature will be the same. Okay, so first quantity which will have the same value is temperature. Now if walls are rigid, if walls are rigid and matter is not exchanging, the number of particle and volume will have the same number. So option A is correct answer in this question, because temperature, volume and number of particle will be the same for each system in canonical assembly. Okay. Now next question is related to Hall coefficient. Now Hall coefficient is expressed as mu equals to sigma RH. So it is directly formula based question, and correct option is A. Correct option is A for question number 41. Now in next question, question number 42, in a spontaneous alpha decay of 92 uranium 232, at rest, total energy released in the reaction is E, capital E. Then the amount of energy carried by alpha particle is. So such type of question can be solved using this formula. E equals to E alpha m1 plus m alpha divided by m1. So capital E is the energy released in the reaction, means spontaneous alpha decay, while E alpha is the energy of alpha particle. Okay, so M1 is given here A minus 4, because when alpha particle emits from any atom, it will change the mass number with 4, number of 4, while the M alpha means mass number of alpha particle is 4. So you will put these value in the above relation. You will get E equals to E alpha, A divided by A minus 4. Now A is given in our case 92 uranium 232. So mass number for this atom is 232. So put this value of A in the relation. You will get E equals to E alpha 232 divided by 228. So they have asked about the amount of energy carried by the alpha particle. So you will rearrange the equation, rearrange the term, and you will get the value of E alpha. So E alpha will be E 57 divided by 58 E in terms of total energy released. So correct option in this situation will be the C. Okay, so in next question, question number 43, they have asked about with what velocity should an electron move so that its mass increases by 66.6% compared to its rest mass. So this is related to relativistic mechanics. So using the relativistic mass formula, we can solve this. So relativistic mass m is expressed as a rest mass m naught divided by 1 minus v square by c square square root. Okay, so you can put the value of m in terms of 66.6% increase to the rest mass. So total mass, relativistic mass will be 1.66 m naught. So we will put this value in relativistic mass formula and we'll solve this one to get the value of V. So you will get the value of V equals to 0.8 C. So the correct option is option B, 0.8 C for such particle, that is electron. Now in next question, question number 44, they have asked about the when the current flowing through a circular coil is doubled and the number of turn is half, the magnetic field at the center becomes. So they are asking about the magnetic field at the center for a circular coil, which number of turns is reduced to 2 by number of 2 and the current value is doubled. So the formula for magnetic field at the center for circular coil is given by mu naught Ni. N is the number of turns while I represents the current, the value of current carrying by the circular coil. So you will have N equals to N by 2 and I equals to 2I. So we will put these values in the formula and you will get the new value of magnetic field at the center, which is equal to the same as previous one. So the correct option is C, that is magnetic field will be the same as the previous one. In next question, question number 45, they have asked about the Gauss law in electrostatics in free space. So in the given option, two options related to the curl of fields, magnetic field and electric field in option A and C, while the Gauss law represents the divergence, not curl. So A and C are not the correct options. Now Gauss law if represents the diversion of any field, they are asking about the electrostatic. So you will have the divergence of electric field, not magnetic field. So option D is incorrect. Now let's explain about the option B. You are having divergence of vector field, electric field, equals to rho by epsilon naught, which is used for free space. So the correct option in this case is option B. Okay, so it is also direct formula based question, but you should know the application of all the options in different fields. Okay, so now next question. Next question is related to question number 46, in which the energy band gap of semiconductor and its dependency on absolute temperature was asked. Okay, so in semiconductor, energy bands of semiconductor decreases with increase in absolute temperature, and it's the nature of semiconductor, due to which semiconductors are being used in digital electronics. So correct option for this one is option C. The energy band gap of semiconductor decreases with increase in absolute temperature. Now next question, a numerical was asked in question number 47. The density of silicon is 2330 kilogram per meter cube and its atomic weight is 28.08. The number of atoms per meter cube in silicon crystal will be. So the value of number of atoms per unit volume per meter cube was asked. So Avogadro number was given to solve such problem. So the formula for number of atom per unit volume n is expressed as small n equals to Avogadro number capital Na multiplied by rho, that is density of that material, divided by capital M, that is the molecular weight or atomic weight of the crystal. So Na is given, rho is given, and M is given. So you will put these value in the formula and you will get the value of N. So N is 499.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 26. So if you simplify this one, you will get approximately 5 into 10 to the power 28 number of atoms per meter cube. So the correct option for this one is option A. For this question, option A is correct. Now in next question, question number 48, in a normal G-man experiment with a magnetic field, uniform magnetic field of 0.3 Tesla splitting between component of a 6600 multiplying by 10 to the power minus 10 meter spectral line will be. Splitting they are asking in G-man effect. Okay, so such type of question is Zeeman splitting can be expressed as a delta lambda is equals to mu b, that is Bohr magneton, multiplied by capital B magnetic field multiplying by lambda square divided by Hc. So what is given here? The value of uniform magnetic field 0.3 Tesla, value of lambda 6600 angstrom or 6600 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So if we calculate using these value, you will get the value of delta lambda equals to 66.10 to the power minus 9 meter. So the correct option for this numerical is option D. Option D. Now the next question is the ratio of intensities of D1 and D2 lines of sodium at high temperature will be. So let's solve this problem. So electronic transitions from D1 for D1 and D2 lines of sodium are, for D1 the transition from 2p half to 2s half, while for D2 line the transition occur from 2p 3 and half to 2s half. So the value of in calculating the intensity, the value of J will be used. So the formula is intensity of D1 line divided by intensity of D2 line is equals to 2J for D1 plus 1 divided by 2J for D2 plus 1. Now J for D1 is half, while J for D2 is 3 by 2. So put these value in the relation, you will get the value of ratio of intensities for D1 and D2 line, and it comes to the 1:2. So the correct option for this question is 1:2. In next question, question number 50, ionic crystals electric conductivity is very high, depends on material, depends on temperature, or practically zero. Now what is happening here? They have asked about the ionic crystals. And in ionic crystal, no free charge carriers is present. No free charge carrier like electron, no free electrons are present for conduction. And if you are not having any free charge for conduction, the electrical conductivity is practically zero. So correct option for this question is practically zero. Now in next question, question number 51, a reaction was given in which an atom X is converted into another atom Y and converted into another atom Q, which is converted into another atom Q. Okay, so for each atom, the atomic number and mass number is given. So on the basis of atomic and mass number, we can calculate which particle is emitting. So they have asked about the correct sequence. So for first conversion, first emitted radiation, the atomic number is changed by increment of 1. Means for X it was Z and for Y it is Z plus 1. And the change in atomic number with increment of 1 occurs during beta decay because mass number is the same for X and Y, A. So beta is the first particle which is emitted here. Now from Y to Q in second transition or second conversion, the atomic number is reduced by 2 because it is reducing from Z plus 1 to Z minus 1, and mass number is reduced by A to A minus 4, and this happens when alpha particle is emitted. So second particle is emitted in form of alpha particle. Now in next conversion, Q is same, means atomic number same and mass number is same. Z minus 1 to Z minus 1, A minus 4 to A minus 4. So if any transition is occurring here and no change in atomic number and mass number, definitely there will be some energy released in form of gamma particle. So you will have the correct sequence as a option B, beta, alpha, gamma. So correct option is option number B, and correct sequence is beta, alpha, gamma. Now the next question number 52. In carbon cycle, the isotope 6C12 splits in alpha particle, fuses with another C nucleus to form magnesium. Third option is completely converted into energy. Fourth option is regenerated at the end of the cycle. So the correct option for this one is D option, because C6C12 is regenerated at the end of the cycle. So it is not completely converted into energy. Coal or fossil fuels are the best example for it, because 6C12 is regenerated, and due to which we use the carbon dating by analyzing the 6C12 to evaluate the age of that, like coal or any tree. Carbon dating is used using this 6C12, so it is regenerated at the end of the cycle. So correct option is a D. It is regenerated at the end of cycle. Now the next question is related to the wavelength associated with an electron having an energy equal to the Fermi energy. So you have to find out the de Broglie wavelength associated with electron, but you will use the value of energy for that electron equals to the Fermi energy. This is the way to solve this problem. So Fermi energy is given by h square by 8m 3n divided by pi whole power 2 by 3. While the de Broglie wavelength associated with an electron is given by h by square root 2m EF. So you will put the value of Fermi energy in this formula like this. If you simplify this expression, you will get the value of wavelength associated with an electron, that is 2 pi divided by 3n power 1 by 3. So the correct option for this is option A. Now in next question, they have asked transition temperature Tc and critical field Hc for a superconductor are related as. So the correct option for this is option D. It is the direct formula based question, and the correct option is option D. Now the next question, the allowed transition for H beta line in 1 by lambda equals to r 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square is. So the value of n2 and n1 was asked for H beta line. So H beta line have the value of n1 is 2 and n2 is 4. So H beta line arises due to the transition between 4 to 2. Means n2 value is 4 and n1 value is 2. So the correct option for this question is C. Now the next question, question number 56. In helium neon laser, the lasing action takes place in. So lasing action takes place in neon atoms, while the helium atoms only play a role to enhance the efficiency of lasing action. The ratio for this helium neon laser, uh, the concentration of helium is higher than the neon atoms. So 10 is to 1, 7 is to 1. But the concentration of helium will be higher than the neon atoms. So lasing action is produced due to neon atoms or in neon atoms. So the correct option is D, neon. Now the next question, it is also formula based question. They have asked about the bound volume charge the charge density is sum of two terms, one related to surface charge density and second related to the volume charge density. So sigma b equals to p dot n, that is option C, is the net surface density of bound charge, while rho b is minus del dot p vector. It is the net volume density of bound charges. So in question they have asked about the bound volume charge density. So the correct option is A. So don't confuse with the options. They have asked about the volume charge density. So the correct option will be option A. Now in next question they have asked about the invariance of quantity under Lorentz transformation. Among the given options, only charge is invariant under Lorentz transformation, while other are not invariant under Lorentz transformation. So correct option is A, charge. In next question, the Lagrangian of particle moving in plane under the influence of a center potential is given by L equals to m by 2 r dot square plus r square theta dot square minus potential V function of r. The generalized moment corresponding to r and theta are given by. So correct option for this question is A, and let's solve this one. So generalized momentum with respect to r can be calculated using differential of Lagrangian with respect to r dot, while generalized momentum with respect to theta is given by derivative of Lagrangian with respect to theta dot. So let's solve this one. Lagrangian you are having. So you will get the value of PR equals to mr dot, while the value of p theta will be mr square theta dot. So the correct option is A. In next question number 60, the eigenvalue of matrix A are 4, 8. Then what is the value of x and y respectively? So two methods are there to solve such problems. Let's discuss. Characteristic equation for matrices A with eigenvalue lambda is given by A minus lambda I determinant is equals to 1. So for lambda equals to 4, eigenvalue 4, you can use above relation. You will get minus 2, 3, x, y minus 4 determinant equals to 0. So let's solve this and you will get a equation in form of x and y. So minus 2y plus 8 minus 3x equals to 0. Now again this concept is applied to the another eigenvalue, that is lambda equals to 8. You will get this determinant equals to 0, and the equation is minus 6y plus 48 minus 3x equals to 0. Now solve both the equations. You will get x equals to minus 4 and y equals to 10. So the correct option for this question is option B, minus 4 comma 10. Now the second question, if you are not having sufficient time to solve this problem in examination, you may use the reverse approach. Means you may satisfy the value from the options. So how you will solve in this way? So the product of eigenvalue gives you the value of determinant. So what are the eigenvalues? 4 and 8. So value of determinant will be 48. So if you are having some value of x and y, you can supply these value one by one and get the value of determinant. Easily cross multiplication. Okay, so one by one, let's put 3 and 8 and you will find the value of determinant. And now put the value of minus 4 comma 10 in place of x and y respectively, you will get the value of a. So if you put the minus 4 and 10, you will get the value equals to 48. So the correct option is option B. Now in question number 61, they have asked which of the following matrices is Hermitian. Which of the following matrices is Hermitian? So for Hermitian matrix, it is equal to its complex conjugate transpose matrix. So what you have to check? First, transpose the matrix, means converted row into the columns, and then find the complex conjugate. And the obtained matrix, if it is equal to the original matrix, it will be called as a Hermitian matrix. Otherwise, not. So in mathematically, if element ij equals to complex conjugate of element ji, then Hermitian matrices is known as a Hermitian matrices. So only B option is here, for which complex transpose conjugate is similar to the given matrix. So correct option is option B. In question number 62, the RMS speed of hydrogen molecules at NTP is V meter per second. The gas is heated at constant volume till the pressure becomes 9 times. The final RMS speed will be. So the value of new RMS speed for higher temperature and higher pressure was asked. To solve this problem, the formula for RMS speed is used, which is equals to square root of 3RT divided by M. That implies that RMS speed is directly proportional to the square root of temperature. So initially, suppose at T1 temperature, pressure P1 is equals to P and RMS speed is equals to V, which is given. Also given that higher temperature T2, pressure P2 becomes 9P. So new RMS speed Vrms dash say equals to V dash. So we have to find out the value of V dash. Now we know gas equation PV equals to RT. Now P upon T equals to VR is constant because volume is given constant, because gas is heated at constant volume. Now with this expression P by T equals to constant, we can write P1 upon T1 equals to P2 upon T2. Now putting the value of P1, P2, T1, T2, we will get P upon T1 equals to 9P upon T2. Therefore, T2 by T1 is equals to 9. Now, Vrms is directly proportional to the square root of T, which provides new Vrms speed V dash divided by Vrms is equals to square root of T2 upon T1. That is, we have calculated already, equals to 9. So square root of 9, which provides you the value equals to 3. So new Vrms speed will be equals to the 3 times of original speed root mean square speed. So correct option for this numerical is option B, 3V. Now next question number 63. According to Devi's theory of specific heat at low temperature, specific heat is proportional to. So according to Devi theory, at low temperature, the specific heat is given as this formula. We can easily conclude that Cv is directly proportional to the cube of absolute temperature. At low temperature, this formula is applicable. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C, T cube. Specific heat is proportional to T cube. Next question 64. Gibbs potential is defined as. So the correct formula for Gibbs potential is given by either H minus Ts or F plus PV or U plus PV minus Ts. So correct option is option D. We have the formulas for F and H also. F equals to U minus Ts and H equals to U plus PV. So if you put these values in first two relation, you will uh, eventually find the value of Gibbs potential, which equals to U plus PV minus Ts. So correct option is option D, G equals to U plus PV minus Ts. In question number 65, the existing line in an experiment is given 5460 angstrom and the Stokes line is at 5520 angstrom. The wavelength of anti-Stokes line will be. So they are asking about the wavelength of anti-Stokes line. So for solving such type of problem, you have to use wave number scale. So you have to change the wavelength data in terms of wave number. So position of existing or Rayleigh line in wave number is calculated like this. Wave number for Rayleigh line is inverse of wavelength of Rayleigh line, which gives you 18,315.018 centimeter inverse. In a similar manner, we can find out the wave number for the Stokes lines and we will get the data 18,115.942 centimeter inverse. Now the difference between these two wave number will be 199.076 centimeter inverse, and this data can be used to find out the location of anti-Stokes line on wave number scale. So anti-Stokes line wave number will be 18,514.094 centimeter inverse. Now you have to change this one in wavelength terms. So take the inverse of wave number, you will get wavelength for anti-Stokes line, and this will provides you 5,401 angstrom. So correct option is V. Some student in examination directly use the wavelength and get the option A, which is incorrect approach to solve such problem. So far we have discussed solution and explanation for part second, that is physics related question from question number 31 to 65. So we have covered half of the part second, and rest or half of the physics paper, that is question number 66 to 100, we will discuss in next lecture, next video. If you have any doubt, still you have any doubt, or you want any clarification or explanation or calculation related answer or detailed explanation or any reference related to these calculation of formulas, you may contact, you may comment on this video. And if any answers deviate from the UPHESC answer sheet, you may also challenge those answers if they are deviated from the answers provided by me, and you may ask to me for the evidences for the correct answers. So I hope you are enjoying, and I I wish all of you that you may get success in your examination, and thank you.